Tough night at the office, really disappointing. Loss tonight. We can relive, which we will in a second, maybe some of the close plays that we needed to make to go our way. But, I thought, you can focus on that. But, man, you hold a team to 40% in your gym, you got to find a way to win. And, again, the rebounding really, really hurt us tonight, which was really disappointing. We got thinned out pretty quick. Got into foul trouble with both Cayenne and Niko. Bowen got hurt in the first half and didn't feel like he could come back in the game. Rashawn's still out. And probably maybe had to log some guys, maybe some more minutes than we wanted. But that's a game we had to find a way to win, and we weren't able to do that.
That end of regulation situation, was there a thought on fouling?
We wanted to foul. That was kind of the reason why we called the timeout. The plan was to foul. I think in that situation, they ended up putting, another half a second, so it was 3.1. We tell them we want to pick them up, try to force them to catch it in the backcourt. If we had an opportunity to foul them in the backcourt, that's what we wanted to do. The only situation we wouldn't foul is if they threw it all the way into the front court and they were in a catch-and-shoot situation. You wouldn't want to put, 3 shots on the line. We did okay guarding it at first. 24 took it out. They threw it back to him. We were a little late, and Jalen, I think, just didn't know if he could grab him or hit him right there, if he could make a play on the ball. But he didn't, and, he banked in a half-court 3.
The guys talked about the rebounding maybe being more of a mentality issue than anything. How do you flip something like that?
I don't know, man. It's I don't know how we can emphasize it more than we are, but I guess we have to emphasize it more. And so I got to go and look at the film again and see how a lot of these showed up the way that they did. But, yeah, it was disappointing. And, some of the longer rebounds and getting beat to the ball that way. I thought we showed a little bit more fight at the end of the game. But, if we don't change that narrative, things aren't going to change.
What was the contribution of Kyle and Crocker of those free throws, especially a lot of them in the second half?
They were great. I thought they both played really well and really responded. And, I think one of the things, going into the season, our vision was to try to play a little bit bigger and play Crocker at the 4 some. It's been difficult with Rashawn being out and us being thin. We played that lineup a little bit tonight, kind of out of necessity, but that's maybe something we're going to have to look at doing, and our spacing on offense has been a challenge right now, so we're going to have to figure something out.
How concerned are you about the injury situation?
I'm concerned. You know what I mean? It's yes. He's a big part of what we want to do. He's an excellent rebounder and defender, and he's physical, and he's got good hands, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we can still make some progress and get him in. And but right now, he's going to be out for the short term here at least.
Clifford didn't take a shot in that second half until there's 2:26 left on the clock. Do you feel like UC Riverside just did a good job denying him the ball, or what do you need to do better?
Yeah, I think we did get him the ball a little bit there at time. I think some of it too. The game plan is, they're doubling him in the post right when he catches it, and he kicked it out. You got to knock down some shots in those scenarios right there, and we were only able to do that sporadically. They're helping off, some other guys to really crowd him in the lane, and that's presenting a lot of challenges, that way, and so we're going to have to figure something out.
Do you feel a little kind of sluggish maybe in the first half of the game?
I thought we had a lot of energy on defense to start, but we couldn't get anything going on offense, and, right now, they're choosing, a lot of teams are choosing not to guard certain players, and it's really creating some spacing issues for us. There's not a lot of space to drive, really clogging up the paint, and it's difficult, that way. And so we're going to have to try to figure something out because I just thought in the first half, again, I don't know, what were they shooting, 40%, and we were getting plenty of stops, but at one point I looked up there and we were shooting 33%, at home against this team in the first half. We just weren't able to get anything going on the offensive end. And that's going to be hard, if we're not able to, and we weren't getting any second opportunities. But we're going to have to figure something out that way because it's really hard to, again, thought they shot 50% in this. Heck, they shot 31% in the first half. You know, when we're down 1, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? That should never happen. But it did, you know, so we're going to have to figure something out on that end.
It seems to me like when you guys can get out and run on teams, that's one of your bigger strengths. Is
Yep.
that something that needs to happen? You got to get stops.
We do, and I mean, and we did, and I mean, again, we work on it, we emphasize it. You know, we just weren't able to get, you know, opportunities that way, and I'd have to go back and look at it. I mean, I thought we got some good looks. I mean, we were able to. They were just every time we drove it, they were just paint collapsing, you know, in the paint. And again, I thought we got we got some clean looks. They didn't go in. We're going to have to make some more shots. I thought maybe we forced some, but yeah, we got to get our opportunities in transition when we can.
With how close this game was, does it maybe almost feel worse than maybe it is? Maybe in a couple months it's not as bad as it seems, or do you feel like you're pretty concerned after this loss?
I mean, I hate losing. I'm the most competitive person in the world. This one really freaking stings. I mean, we needed to find a way to win this game tonight, you know, and we didn't. Like, I mean, I really anticipated this was going to be a really close game. I mean, I had that feeling going into it. I think they're a good team. They've played, you know, Oregon and BYU down to the wire. They got their, you know, butt kicked the other night, and you knew they were going to respond. You know, that's the way that it was going to play. But again, I thought we had plenty of opportunities tonight to find a way to win this game, and we needed to do that. So I'm really disappointed that we weren't able to do that. And man, anytime you lose like that, you're concerned.
Besides rebounding, what are the things that jumped out to you in this game and things you can start to improve on?
I think that, you know, we played some good defense and stretches. I think we did. But, you know, the defensive mistakes that bother me are the times that we let, you know, 24 get right to the rim without a contest. That really bothered me that way. I think that's something that we can control. And we got to find a way to score more easily. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. It's going to be hard to win games, you know, when it's that much of a struggle to score.
Do you think that some of those, like when they were trying to score, do you think that they were making split-second decisions because of the defenders being so close and really just falling over?
Yeah, I mean, again, I thought, you know, our spacing was a challenge tonight, and, you know, we just were not able to. I don't know what we scored, you know, from 2. I mean, we had 24 points, I guess, but I mean, you know, go 10 of 33 from 3. It's going to be a challenge, and so yeah, you know, we got to get some more guys stepping up for us. You know, with Bowen not being able to play and Cayenne in foul trouble the whole night, that really hurt us too.
There was one point, missed free throw, and then they got basically a fast break off it. Do you feel like you're seeing some moments where letting one end of the floor affect, you know, kind of head down, affect the other end?
Coach Lytle, you are right on it. I mean, I think it's really hard. It's human nature sometimes that you just, you know, you miss a free throw, or, you know, it's not going your way and you get frustrated. What do? You just kind of, you know, and you got to get over that. You emotionally have to get over it and get on the next play. But I don't think there's any question that some of that, you know, is affecting your body language, affecting your mentality, and you just kind of, you know, get frustrated. And I thought that was that doesn't happen. I thought that was just it's an inexcusable play, but it just comes from exactly what you said, you know. And we got to find a way to get energy in any way we can. And we had it at periods here tonight. But I think the frustration on offense is really affects that other end.
You mentioned the bone injury a couple of times. Do you have any immediate updates on him? Because really
No, he's dealt with, you know, some tendonitis and stuff, you know, for a while, and I guess it just really flared up on him here tonight.
What's the approach in terms of moving on from a gut-wrenching loss like this?
You know, I mean, we're off tomorrow from practice. Maybe that's good. We'll come back on Sunday. I mean, I've been doing this long enough to know, you know, how I feel right now. There's some things that I know, but I also want to be careful not to make too many judgments. You sometimes watching the film and getting a night's sleep or whatever, you have a much better approach. But yeah, we're gonna have to change some things. You know, we haven't been playing well enough for long periods of time, and we're gonna have to figure that out. We come back Sunday, we got a little bit of time here before we come to go to Palm Springs, and we got a real opportunity down there. But I think this has nothing to do with who we're playing next. We've got to be able to play better.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Niko.
Niko.